All right, guys, today we are going to talk all about enrichment in your homeschool and how we do it here at the Life of Tillman's. Stick around. Welcome to the channel. My name is Morgan here at the Life of Tillman's. I first want to start off by saying thank you to Jessica over at the Waldock Way and Abby at Rooted and Rest for doing these monthly show and tell open collabs. And what it is, it's an open collaboration. Anyone can join in on it. They picked a specific topic at the beginning of the 2021-2022 school year, and we are free to participate as we choose. I am excited to share with you guys enrichment in the Tillman homeschool household. So the first question you may have is, what is enrichment? Basically, enrichment within your homeschool is anything that is not reading, writing, and arithmetic. So nothing related to language arts, nothing related to math, okay? Anything outside of those areas is considered enrichment in your homeschool. So if you really dig deep, you are probably doing tons of enrichment activities within your homeschool already. I'm going to share with you guys some of the many things that we do to add enrichment into our homeschool and why we do it, how we do it, how much fun it is, all of that stuff. If you like what you're seeing, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The first thing I want to share with you guys is how enrichment really changes your homeschool. If you think about the word enrich, it means to bring life or to add to what you're already doing. So if you think about anything related to enrichment, that means it is going to add a little bit of spice and zest into your homeschool outside of the norms of math and language arts. The whole purpose of it is just that. I mean, it adds so much value to what you're doing every day. It creates a more rounded homeschool environment for you and your child. It also broadens your child's perspectives of other things outside of the basics of education. In addition to that, it allows you as the parent to help foster your child's interests. So here we are into child-led learning. Your child may come to you and say that they want to learn about, I don't know, stars, which is not a part of math and language arts. So here you are finding all of the information that you possibly can and putting together things to help your child be able to really learn about that the best way that they possibly can. Now I'm going to share with you 5 ways and a few bonuses that you can add enrichment into your homeschool. Number 1, unit studies. Unit studies are an amazing way to add enrichment into your homeschool. You can find organized unit studies. There are tons out there. Some are short, anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks. Then you can also find some that are 6 to 8 weeks. It's completely up to you and what you have time for in your homeschool. Some areas of unit studies that we have focused on, we did a leaf unit study, Christmas, space, oceans, gardening, human body. We are about to start a flight unit study here in our homeschool coming up. We're also thinking about doing weather. There are tons and tons of options for unit studies. One way to get some of those amazing topics for your unit studies is just ask your children. If they're old enough to tell you what they're interested in, or you're observing your children, you know some of the areas that they're interested in, you can put together your own unit studies, or you could just search the net and find tons of options for unit studies on whatever topic you're looking to get into. Number 2, the second way that we add enrichment into our homeschool is our library kits. I have talked about this before, and I will link a couple of videos where I discussed in more detail, but our libraries here offer take-home kits and different opportunities for you to come into the library now to add in enrichment. Those could be anything from, we grabbed kits on Asian American Heritage Month, Native American Heritage Month, Black History Month, which is something that we study all the time. There's also science kits and art kits. There is foreign language kits, anything that you can think of. They have been coming up with some awesome kits that we have really been utilizing within our homeschool. They're not related to any specific thing that we're currently studying at that moment, but it's just something to add in that enrichment into our homeschool. And we enjoy them. If we're not using that kit or going to use it right away, I store it away back here. And then I have a list of the kits that are there. When I think about what we're going to do or wanting to change something up, that's one of the places that I go to. Grab those kits, pull them out, and there you have your enrichment, which is your refreshment and your spice that you're adding into your homeschool. The third way that we add enrichment into our homeschool is with crafts/art. Now, we do not do a formal art study. We are doing some of the art projects that go along with our My Father's World curriculum that we're working on right now. But as far as formally studying art, we have not really done that. But if you followed along on the channel at any point in time, you guys know that we love crafts. So anytime my girls want to pull out a craft, I'm all for it. Right here in this closet, this is our craft closet, and we have tons of supplies in there for crafts. Just on a whim, guys, we'll go and pull things out. We'll paint, we'll draw, we have kits in there, art kits, all of that type of stuff, just to add in that extra oomph into our homeschool. I also have a 1, 2, 3 draw book my girls will pull out, and they will follow the instructions on how to draw animals and automobiles, planes, anything that is in that book. We also use a YouTube channel, Art Kids Hub, I believe is the name of it, and they can go on there and pick anything that they want and sit down and draw. So that is how we add in crafts and art to our homeschool. Along with when we pick up library kits, a lot of times that is something that is hands-on for us to do, and a lot of times it's art or crafts. So we spin it around. Probably the most enrichment that we do outside of unit studies from last year would be arts and crafts. The fourth way that we add enrichment into our homeschool is with our gardening and also nature studies. Gardening, we do every year. We are in the process right now of getting our garden all set up and adding to it, which is really fun for us. It's a process. It's a way for us to learn. We have a couple of nurseries here that offer sheets for you to get details about what you're going to plant and how to treat it and what it should look like, when to plant certain things within the season. Tons of information. This is enrichment. These are life skills. I mean, my girls can use the gardening skills that we are developing every single day. When they become adults and are teaching their children, who knows? They may have their own farm. I don't know where it's going to lead them, but we're enjoying it right now. It adds that extra spice into our homeschool. And we also add in nature studies. A lot of times we have a couple of nature preserves here where we just go there and we look at the birds and the deer tracks and we study different things. Just fun. And we take pictures and we also draw some of the things that we see. It's just an opportunity to, number one, get out of the house, but number two, pick up some additional information that you wouldn't get in your normal language arts and math curriculums. And the fifth way that we add enrichment into our homeschool is with field trips. Anytime we can add in a field trip, it is perfect. So with those field trips, it can be something nature related, history related. We have a salt plains here where you can just go and dig. It's just digging for salt crystals that have formed in the salt plains. Like, that's it. And then what you do with that is you take it and you study it. You put it under the microscope, you do some research on the internet, so many opportunities. We took a field trip to the state fair. I will link that video for you guys. But field trip to the state fair, we discovered tons of things that we would never have known were there. They had lots of new exhibits. The girls were able to go into what is called a play area where they had all of these different, I would say motion and aerodynamic type of things for the girls to play and figure out, brain teasers, so many activities. They also had art exhibits, which were art displays that were created by children, their ages, and they had a contest for that. I mean, the possibilities are endless for you. Field trips are an amazing way to add in enrichment into your homeschool. Those are our top 5. I'm going to share with you some additional ways that you can add in and some of the things that we've done too. Foreign language. Foreign language is another way for you to add enrichment into your homeschool. Currently, we are not doing foreign language. We did start some at the beginning of the year, and we have just not been able to get into a group. But it is an amazing way to add enrichment into your homeschool because when you can speak more than one language, you're on fire. Like, that is awesome. And pick something that you're going to enjoy, something that is challenging as well, and that you can use. It may prepare you and your family to go out of the country and you study that language for an entire year before you take that trip. The possibilities are endless, guys. Completely endless. Some of the other ways in unit studies that I have done is I mentioned the Easter unit study, but we also did a self-empowerment unit study. And basically what it was I just had the girls do affirmations. Every single day we stood in front of the mirror and we did an affirmation. We also made up our own affirmations. And then on top of that, we read books that were affirming for my girls, positive, uplifting books to encourage them in their everyday life. Sometimes we don't get that in language arts and math. A lot of times you won't get that in language arts and math. But that was just an area that I felt like we really needed to just beef it up. So we did that for a couple of weeks and it has been awesome. The girls love the books that we did. And this was about a year ago that we did this. They love the books that we used for it. They loved telling themselves those affirmations and really just affirming who they are and knowing that they are all powerful and God created them to be perfect beings. It was something that we definitely needed. And it was just another way to add enrichment into our homeschool. And one of the other ways that we do every single day is Bible. Bible is typically not a part of your language arts and math curriculum unless you find a Christian-based curriculum. So how do you add Bible into your homeschool for enrichment? There are tons of studies like devotionals for children that you can use every single day with your child to help them learn the Bible, to learn what God's word says, to help them feel better about themselves, to help encourage them. And it helps them to grow their relationship with God. If that is something that you're looking to do, there are amazing ways to do that. A few of the things that we use for Bible is Indescribable, which is 100 devotions about God and science. My girls absolutely love that. We also use our catechism books, which we've been using all year, and it has been amazing. I'm so proud of how they have progressed within those books. I also just recently bought the Tiny Truths Bible, which I will be using with my girls in the upcoming school year. So tons of options, just to say that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. While I'm here, don't forget, go down in the description box and check out the playlist for all of the other homeschool mamas who are participating in this open collaboration. They will have videos to share with you how they add enrichment into their homeschool. So you can grab some more gems after you're done here, and also take a visit to Jessica's channel over at the Walk Dog Way and Abby over at Rooted in Rest. Those ladies provide tons of helpful information along this homeschool journey. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Down in the comments, let me know, how are you adding enrichment into your homeschool and what is your absolute favorite item to add as far as enrichment goes? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you guys right back here at the Life of Tillman's for another video next time. Bye.